Welcome to Disaster Diaries, the channel that delves into the untold story behind some of history's most harrowing calamities. Today, we're going to Mexico City. In the heart of Mexico City, an amusement park called La Feria de Chapultepec stood as a beacon of excitement and joy. Nestled amidst the city's bustling streets, it offered a respite from the ordinary, a place where dreams of thrill and adventure could come true. At the heart of this park stood the Quimera Rollercoaster, an awe-inspiring structure that beckoned thrill seekers from far and wide. The Quimera Rollercoaster was no ordinary ride. Its towering steel frame reached towards the sky, twisting and turning in an intricate web of tracks that promised an adrenaline rush like no other. As riders approached, a sense of anticipation filled the air, mingling with the laughter and excitement that echoed throughout the park. One fateful weekend, the sun shone brightly upon La Feria de Chapultepec, casting its golden glow upon the eager crowd. People from all walks of life had gathered, drawn to the allure of the Quimera roller coaster. They formed a queue that snaked its way through the park, their anticipation growing with each passing minute. Amidst the buzz of excitement, the air was electric with energy. Friends and families chatted animatedly, sharing stories of past rides and the tales of daring feats that awaited them. Laughter and joy danced upon their faces as they eagerly awaited their turn to board the Quimera roller coaster. The moment finally arrived as the clock struck 1 p.m. The ride sprang to life, its massive machinery humming with anticipation. The first brave souls climbed aboard, their hearts pounding with a mix of exhilaration and trepidation. The ride began its ascent, slowly but surely carrying its passengers to breathtaking heights. As the roller coaster climbed higher and higher, the world beneath them transformed into a miniature landscape. The bustling city, once so vast and sprawling, shrank to a mere canvas against the vast sky. Excitement coursed through the veins of the riders, their anticipation reaching a crescendo as they neared the apex of the journey. In this moment, suspended in midair, a sense of liberation washed over them. They were weightless, soaring amidst the clouds, their spirits lifted by the sheer thrill of the experience. In a sudden and unexpected turn of events, the last car of the Quimera roller coaster became detached from the rest of the train. Panic gripped the riders as they realized the gravity of the situation. With their hearts pounding in their chests, they watched in disbelief as the detached car hurtled through the air, severed from the safety of the tracks. A chilling chorus of screams filled the sky as the car plummeted toward the ground, defying the laws of physics and leaving the realm of the amusement behind. The once exhilarating ride had turned into a death-defying plunge, with passengers trapped inside a vehicle that was now at the mercy of gravity. 30 feet below, a cold, unforgiving steel support beam loomed in the path of the falling car. Time seemed to slow as the inevitable collision approached. In a sickening crash, the car collided with the unyielding beam, its impact resonating throughout the park with bone-chilling force. Eyewitnesses watched in horror as the scene unfolded before their eyes. The passengers inside the fallen car, now trapped in a terrifying free-fall, experienced a nightmare they could never have anticipated. Their bodies were violently thrown against the metal beams supporting the roller coaster, the gruesome collision that would forever etch this tragic moment in their minds. First responders raced against time, their hearts heavy with the weight of the situation. As they arrived at the scene, they were greeted by a harrowing sight. The fallen car lay on its side, a twisted and mangled wreck of metal and shattered dreams. Blood stained the scene, a stark reminder of the devastating injuries suffered by those inside. Among the victims, 2 men, aged 18 and 21, tragically lost their lives, their futures cut short in a moment of unimaginable horror. 2 female survivors fought for their lives, their bodies broken and their spirits shattered by the traumatic ordeal they had endured. The park, once a place of joy and laughter, had transformed into a scene of unimaginable tragedy. As news of the catastrophe spread, shockwaves reverberated through the park and beyond. 6 other riders fortunate enough to escape physical harm were left trembling with shock and disbelief. The Quimera roller coaster, once a symbol of exhilaration, had become a haunting reminder of the fragility of life. In the aftermath of this devastating event, questions arose, demanding answers and accountability. While an investigation was launched to uncover the cause of the mechanical failure, the scars left by this tragedy would forever mark the memories of those who had eagerly sought adventure within the bounds of La Feria de Chapultepec. Preliminary inspection pointed to mechanical failure as the likely cause of the accident. According to a spokesperson from the Attorney General's office, the roller coaster, once a marvel of engineering precision, had suffered a catastrophic malfunction that resulted in the detachment of the last car from the rest of the train. Amidst the sea of sorrow and disbelief, La Feria de Chapultepec expressed deep regret and sorrow in a heartfelt statement shared on social media platforms. The park acknowledged the terrible accident that had unfolded within its facilities, extending condolences to the victims and their families. A profound sense of guilt permeated their words as they grappled with the overwhelming responsibility of ensuring the safety of their guests. Beyond the immediate aftermath, the incident sparked a national conversation about the delicate balance between thrill-seeking adventures and the paramount importance of safety. The tragedy served as a haunting reminder that even in the realm of exhilaration, the protection of human lives must remain a top priority. As the investigation continued, the focus shifted not only towards determining the exact cause of the mechanical failure, but also toward preventing such incidents in the future. Authorities scrutinized the safety protocols and maintenance procedures of La Feria de Chapultepec, seeking to identify any shortcomings and implement necessary improvements to prevent similar tragedies from occurring again. In the wake of the roller coaster accident, the victims' families mourned the loss of their loved ones, grappling with a sudden void left behind. A profound sense of grief enveloped not only those directly affected, but also the community at large, as the incident had shattered the illusion of safety and innocence that once characterized the amusement park. For the survivors, the physical wounds would eventually heal, but the emotional scars would forever bear witness to the horrors they endured. Support and counseling were offered to help them navigate the long and arduous path towards healing and recovery. In the midst of the chaos and heartache, the nation united in grief, seeking solace in the memory of the lives lost. The tragedy served as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the need for constant vigilance in safeguarding the well-being of those who seek thrills and joy within the confines of amusement parks. Lessons would be learned, changes implemented, and the memories of the victims forever honored. The amusement park, once a place of dreams, would strive to rebuild not only its physical structures, but also its reputation, as it sought to reclaim its status as a beacon of laughter and happiness in the face of adversity. Subscribe to Disaster Diaries and join us as we navigate the depths of catastrophe, because in the face of disaster, knowledge becomes our greatest ally.